Welcome back, everybody. I am so excited to announce that for one day only,
Michael, it's on YouTube.
For as long as this video is up, we will be doing an armor suit up video. Now, what's really exciting is that a lot of you have been asking.
No one is asking for this.
Surely one of you has thought it would be cool if we did a suit up video. So we're doing a suit up video. You guys, we're going to be, oh, you should cut to the wide. Suiting, oh, you did a diamond transition. We're going to be suiting up in Clone Trooper armor today. A lot of people, certainly,
Some.
are excited.
I think it's mostly you.
It's mostly me.
Mostly you.
And that's okay, because we finally get to do what I want to do, unlike every other episode.
Pretty sure that's every episode.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
So, as is tradition, we are doing exactly what I want to do, and that is an armor suit up video. Now, for my own sanity of Google searching, I have decided to begin this by already wearing a piece of my armor.
Yes. I don't
want screenshots.
No.
We'll get them anyways.
I'll send them out.
Greg's going to send them out himself.
We have a subscription email. Patreon. I'm wearing the centerpiece already, as you can tell. Now, it's held up by these suspenders. Super fashionable. This is the core of every Clone Trooper suit of armor. Yep.
You know this well, Greg.
Yes.
You were one of the ones who helped me build
I was one of the
this.
one. I mean, I advised. I advised. And then you're like, I'm just going to do it however I want to do it.
And is this because we're going to be talking about how poorly I've put together some of my parts?
We're going to talk about the hot glue on the back of yours. We'll get there.
Here's the deal. We can fix it in post. All right. So to begin, I'm wearing the cod piece. Now, what this is the piece made up of a front piece of plastic and a back piece of plastic.
Yep. So it's two parts, actually, which you can't see because
Get over here, guy.
Because the dress here.
Comma.
His little skirt. So it's two halves. And it's kind of covered by this. You can't really see it.
I know, isn't that nice how we've covered everything up? So there's a seam right down the middle. Now what happens is you glue that together, and then you take the belt and you glue the belt onto it. Now the belt is just two plastic
multiple pieces. Multiple pieces.
Two pieces.
Well, I mean, all together.
It's
one
like
solid
30.
piece. But you don't realize there's a gap right here where this piece is.
Bingo, boingo, baby. There's a gap right here. So you've got the two belt pieces that go on. They glue on or screw on, however you want to do it.
Yeah, it depends on the assembly.
And then to cover the gaps, what you can do if you don't have boxes, you can either Bondo them and take your time.
Bondo, ABS sludge, however.
Make it look nice.
Any type of body filler to make it look smooth.
Or, like me, you can just cover it with a box and say, hey, it's good enough, babies.
That's why a lot of people do, especially the larger people like myself, who hate to do extensions. A lot of people do commanders because they wear the commas. So it kind of covers up all the imperfections.
Man, that camera's a little bit high, but you know what? We're just going to deal with it.
There it is.
Taylor is going to be lounging tonight because he's taking the night off.
He's over
this boy is watching Star Wars
Jedi
because he does not care about clones.
Wow. Okay, so let's keep rolling. Greg, the next thing would be the belt. That black belt that's by your feet.
You already have the belt. Oh, the belt to hold the thighs on, which are just unbuckled.
This is the belt to hold the thighs on. It's pretty simple. In its truest form is just a piece of canvasy belt. And then what you've got in the front are what you've got in the front are two Velcro straps. Now this is going to go on your waist and it's going to hold the thigh pieces up. This is important because the thigh pieces are pretty big and you don't want them flopping about when you're running.
So would you say you don't want them flopping around?
Flopping _around. And honestly, you should probably put this on before the suspenders.
Yes.
So I'm going to drop the suspenders.
Some people actually do it
before the cod piece goes up.
Yeah, I do mine differently.
I would say that sometimes I do that as well, but I wanted to show people the belt, so I didn't,
So this is going to be a video of how not to do it, and Michael, the expert on this.
To be honest, here's the thing. I was being a perfectionist, and then about halfway through, I said, I'm done being a perfectionist. I'm just going to get this suit done so I can play dress up with all my friends.
Well, I was building one at the time for somebody else, and we were kind of racing.
We were racing.
And I sent you update pictures, and I was like, I pulled ahead, and you're just like, all of a sudden, I'm done.
Not on my watch.
It was just.
Hey, great.
You did it well.
I mean, here's the deal. How are those photos looking on my Instagram?
Great.
That's all that matters.
Photoshop does wonders.
So I did get approved without photoshopping.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
No, you did. You did the comma.
I photoshopped the comma further in. So can we cut to show the belt? Okay, this is exciting. Nobody
I've
never talked about this.
Nobody knows.
And now I'm not in the 501st.
Only I've been talking
So
about it.
I don't even care.
Oh, you almost got stuck.
I got really dizzy. Woo. Okay, so these belt lines right here,
To be completely screen accurate.
yeah, they're supposed to line up with the comma. Now, once I had my mother build a comma for me, because she's a little seamstress, I realized it's a half an inch.
Half an inch.
Too short.
Just half an inch.
Is your boy gonna go back and rebuild an entire comma?
Hey, Mom?
Hey, Mom, can you build? I'm 27 now. Can you maybe sew me another one because you made the first one too short?
Can you
No.
make me 2 skirts, please, Mom?
I'm not that kind of son. So, what I did was took my submission photos, which didn't even know, but they went viral on Imager.
Imager.
Imager. I think it's Imager.
This is
I
the
thought I
GIF
said
and
it to
GIF banner.
private. I know. I thought I said it to private, and it was public. And I came back like a year later, had like 400,000 views, and like the most,
Upvotes, a bunch of
dude,
upvotes.
the most sexual comments.
Oh
like
my
so
gosh.
inappropriate because I had my helmet off
Yeah.
and my hair done.
Cleaned
Anyways,
yourself up that day.
I did.
It's like you're taking school photos.
It's rare. It's rare. The belt lines are supposed to match
Oh.
with a comma.
There
There we go. So I just photoshopped my belt
Yeah.
lines.
You did.
Give
And
it-
you only told me, man, it was great. I couldn't tell.
Nobody could tell.
You told me, and I was like, can't tell.
I've
Not
never
gonna say a
really.
word.
I don't think outside of you and maybe like the direct clones in the Point Rain group, I don't think I told anybody because, your boy doesn't want to get accepted. I want to leave
I
on
mean-
my own terms.
You already did.
Hey, I left on my
Your
own
own
terms.
terms. Okay, fine.
Next piece is the thigh. So the same thing kind of goes with the. Wow, we just have one piece on.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been talking for 45 minutes.
Cool, man. That's what we're here for.
Greg, talk to me about the thigh.
So this again also comes in.
You got
two pieces?
you got talking to a mic though.
Oh, I'm taking yours then.
Go for it.
So this also comes in 2 pieces. So you'll see it here that there's actually a seat. Nope, other one.
Oh,
liked it
wait.
on
Sorry.
this one.
Here you
That
go.
was my bad. Too.
So-
Did I do it straight?
You'll see that there's actually a seam right here, what the padding is. Probably see it right here too. There we go. I hit the mic. So this is actually 2 pieces. Go to mic. So yeah, this is 2 pieces. We glued them up, made it look like it was a solid piece.
We have done one glue.
Only one glue? I thought it would be 2 glues.
Most people make sure the seams are less visible. Now me,
Well, yours is also about 3 years beat up, man.
it is pretty old, but you can see a lot of the seamage there. A lot of clones I actually see, you can't tell. You can't tell that there's seams. So
Yeah.
it depends on the level of craftsmanship you want. I prefer craftsmanship over
So
craftsmanship.
you did well on the seam. The difference is your paint's a little thin. That's what
Well,
kind of
and
shows.
so what happened is I wear holsters too, and the holsters
that's
rub
right.
up against. So
You're
after
right.
years of trooping, it's literally rubbed down the plastic. So think about that kind of stuff.
I have the same thing.
It's weird. Weird things happen. So you'll notice the piece of Velcro in there. That actually connects to that Velcro that was on that belt. You pop it on, you slide it on up, and you just do. Now, I've done much more aesthetic versions of this. Taylor is literally just watching The Last Jedi.
Yeah, he's chilling.
And guess
man.
what? I'm still switching cameras like a champ.
No, you're doing a really good job. So I've done really aesthetic versions of the suit up on
Yeah.
camera that cut out a lot of this like long detail
The
stuff.
details. Yeah, because you just did just
Yeah, made it look
Oh,
cool.
like,
Added
ah,
sound effects and stuff.
music. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that was bad music. But
This is us really going for it.
yeah.
Hey, Michael,
piece.
I remember when you used to be able to suit up in like 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes.
I mean, you still can.
I still could. So I still can. I pride myself on suiting up really fast.
Annoyingly. It's like
I would like to wait until everybody else is like halfway through, and I would just kind of be lounging in my black Under Armour.
yeah, you would be doing like
And then
I'd be sweating already.
I would be
putting
flirting.
It on.
Maybe I'd be flirting.
With
Maybe I'd be filming
just
some
like,
people, taking
"Hey,
some
Greg."
photos, and then wait till you guys are like halfway in, and it'd be like zoop, done.
It's annoying
Why could I suit up so fast?
because you're in better shape than me, and I'm like out of breath halfway through.
It might be that I'm just tiny too. But I mean, especially back then.
Yeah,
I've gained a little bit of weight since then.
but you mean you still just float in that?
Thanks.
What's your next piece?
You know what? I was honestly looking for those. I like the legs next.
I mean, that's almost what's required.
Let's do. Then that's what we're doing. So same thing as always. You've got the 2 pieces of plastic that come together and make one. Only this time, instead of bondoing both sides, what do, Greg?
One side is Velcro, so you actually get your ankle in because that is a tiny hole. Granted, I mean, what I can get.
Greg, you got talking to a mic.
Yeah, dude. You keep forgetting that.
My forearm barely fits through it. I mean, imagine a whole leg.
So on my first, sorry,
There we go.
I'm so sorry about this mic bouncing. On my first suit, I did it correctly. So this is a correctly assembled leg.
Now on my second suit,
He thought he was just
your boy
so
was
cool.
your boy was going very fast. I did it in like 3 days.
You did.
Fast. Glued the legs on backwards. Do we let that slow us down? No, we
I
did
don't
not.
let you live it down.
It
That's
didn't
for
let it
sure.
slow me down
Wait,
either.
are your legs actually backwards still?
So
No.
it's actually the back piece right here is actually there's like a certain curve to it.
Yeah, and it lines up with the other plastics, and that's important that you make sure the left front matches with the left back, and the right front with the right
And
back.
you did it the opposite?
Of course I did, Taylor.
That sounds like the Shore Trooper shin gate.
Is that
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah.
Nobody.
With no direction. Yeah.
Or no,
Hit
wait, that
mic,
was the
buddy.
Inovos shin gate.
We don't talk trash on other armor.
No, no. I don't.
Thank you.
They look the same. The shins all look the same,
Yeah.
so it was like
They
a
do. It's a little
nobody.
confusing.
Everybody was like, "This is the left one. These
Yeah.
two numbers are the left one."
It
And
was
other
like-
people were like, "Those two numbers are the
It was
left,
like a
like
weird
left and right."
shoe
I'm like,
where it's like you can barely tell.
and I have that kit, and people were like, "It looks so good. How did you?
Hey, this is
how'd
about
you get it to
Troopers.
look good?"
Back to clones.
Sorry.
Okay, so
but I
we're
just-
good.
yeah,
We're good with
okay.
the legs for now. Now there are a pair of shoes that go on. I'm gonna leave the shoes off
Hey,
for now.
you did Velcro. You did close your Velcro up?
I did
want
close
you
my
to.
Velcro.
Oh, you did.
What?
I'm actually
Why?
impressed. I mean, a lot of people have trouble closing it on their own.
Oh, dude, I am here. Switch back. Yeah, look, I'm pretty mobile.
Flexible.
Mobile. That's rare for clones.
When I was a big boy and I barely fit in my armor, I couldn't breathe in my armor. So doing the Velcro and all, it's like, oh, I can do it now.
Another thing is I trimmed down on my armor. I made it thinner.
Yeah.
So it allowed
Yeah, we
me.
talked about that with Kevin. Yeah.
Yeah. It allowed me less bumping into stuff, and I'm able to like move a little bit more freely than most people. All the inside curves of my armor are trimmed down too. So there's a lot you can do customization
Return
wise.
edges.
Exactly. Okay. Next, let's go torso.
Yeah. there's some.
So on that same belt, there's a little tab of Velcro that I've got right here in my hands. Greg, you want to show them what that does?
So
Into a
it
mic.
goes right here. So you can see it goes. It's gonna hold it. It's gonna attach right here. So this I'm gonna get nice and handsy, which you can't even see. This piece right here. It's a very little strap.
This is so exciting.
I use elastic for mine, so everybody's different.
Elastic would be better, honestly.
That's what I use. So it kind of mine just boop.
Stretches. Ooh,
Yeah.
that would be so nice to be able to stretch
That's
it.
what, yeah. So
Yeah,
and
well,
it connects.
Greg, I don't
It
got
connects
time
to
for
the
that.
strap. So go ahead and put it on.
Another thing, so the back, you don't want that, you don't want any kind of split showing, and you don't want seams along the sides because it's at a bend, it'll actually pop open. So you put it on the back, and all you do is these two pieces,
Clamshell
connect them together, take the Velcro,
hides it.
done. That was probably really loud for the audio
Probably
listeners.
is very loud.
I'm so sorry.
So
You do one boop there. You
and
give
what
this
that
to your
does,
friend.
what the strap does in front, is it holds it because as you move around, the ab plate will actually shift upwards.
What's the biggest pet peeve?
The ab plate shifting? It's annoying because you'll have this black gap right here where it shows your Under Armour, and it's like, yo,
Yeah.
secure your stuff.
Secure it. And honestly,
Ooh, we're very
it
close. Look at
it kind of bugs me when I see photos, like really nice, beautiful
Yes.
photos of people who have spent a lot of time on their armor.
Oh,
and then there's gaps.
I verbally said it.
You do.
I'm like, yo,
Okay.
fix your stuff.
Fix my stuff.
I'm fixing your stuff. You also shouldn't take this off. Now it's harder to put on. So you can see, go to the other one. So you can see now that he originally had the Velcro showing. See, it's all there. And a little bit of dabs, and boom. Now it's kind of, a lot of cracking, but now it kind of blends in. You see it? Yeah, you can see it's not even there. Like nothing happens.
Boom, done. And this allows me to really move
You
around.
notice it doesn't,
Doesn't go up. Oh, I love that. That's a good
yeah.
torso piece
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah. Take notes. 'cause-
Take notes, people.
And it fits
Doesn't
just
come up.
perfectly inside. Next would be your chest, right?
I'm half a clone right now. You guys, I feel like I'm half the clone I used to be.
This first.
So this is a really cool piece because it makes your life easy.
Yes.
What this is a custom piece sewn by Kevin.
Imperial Surplus.
Or whoever Kevin hires to do it.
Yeah.
It's got a piece of Velcro on the back, just like this. And you just
So there's actually more to it, which we just don't utilize. So I'm gonna come over to your mic.
oh, the
So what
slots.
this actually is, this piece right here.
It's like black on black.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
There
can
you
you
go.
see it?
They can see it.
There's little pouch right here. This is actually for a speaker, for a mic. If you want to do talk out, you actually put the Acre amp in here.
Some of us are loud enough to be heard without a speaker.
Very true. So you put it right here, and it kind of sits there. A lot of people use it for their keys, wallets. I mean, you can't really fit a phone in here.
Phone numbers you get while you're trooping.
Yeah, like all the little Twi'leks, whatever you want to call them.
Man,
And these straps.
Sometimes it's your Gruta.
Can you see them? I mean, you kind of can.
It's hard.
There's
to
little
see
things
them.
right here that actually the suspenders are supposed to go in them.
Which, have we ever done that?
No, never.
We've never done that. There's things that you decide aren't important as you suit up and down 14 million times.
Yep.
Now, what I love about this is, so the shoulders, you see these straps? There we go, boom. There's straps that go down from the shoulders. There's actually Velcro here. So this will, I'm like, what camera am I looking at? There's Velcro here, and that'll actually hold on your shoulder bells,
Yep, which we'll get to in a minute.
which we'll get to in a minute. So don't get ahead of yourselves, kids. Come on.
Taylor, you having fun?
Oh yeah, this is great.
How's your movie?
The movie's great. Phasma just died.
Are you watching Game of Thrones?
Phasma
Season
just
8?
died.
Oh, what is her name in
Phasma
Game of Thrones?
just died.
Oh, it's
Degrarius
man.
Targaryen.
Something
Chest
crazy
me.
lady died. What are you on? Chest now?
I want to talk about the chest.
Don't forget the back piece too. Like the backpack's important.
Okay. This is a chest piece. Now, there are a million better ways to do it than the way in which I
Well-
went. Now, we didn't really
Yeah.
know about this at the time.
we kind of figured it out after
My
we built it.
second suit of armor, we did know about it. Peep this. There is a large section of duct tape in my shoulders.
Two
That is-
sides.
that is because you start to open this up multiple times, it's going to crack.
Yeah, so it's plastic. Come to your mic. It's plastic right all here. It's all plastic. So you glue the straps in. Oh, over here. So you glue the straps in, but as you do it,
I went 3 or
it doesn't.
2.
Yeah,
I mean,
3.
look. Can you? This is right here. It
It
doesn't.
doesn't allow.
Yeah. So you put it over your shoulders and it starts cracking.
The worst.
And you can see. I mean,
So much.
You can kind of see it. So what I normally do now, which is probably a lot, I recommend it everybody if you're building
Everybody.
this
Not
kit.
even people who don't have armor.
Yeah, just if you're just gonna do
If
your own
you're
thing,
even building something if you're building a house,
Velcro.
use Velcro.
Yes. So what I do is, what we do now is we will glue this back section. I'm looking at the monitor so I can know what I'm pointing at. We glue the back section right here, just fine. But this piece right here, the shoulder strap, which you can kind of, this. So it's like this section. This we Velcro. So you kind of just gonna place it on, kind of like the sides are. So just,
Now
ahead.
I know the answer to why you glue the back,
Yeah.
but do you want to explain why you glue the back instead of the front?
because it's just
For
one
people.
solid piece. So you don't have to also attach the shoulder straps.
So you go like this, because this is a move I've done many times in my second suit. You hold the shoulders here, Taylor, like the straps that go over, and you go, and you swing it on, and then the shoulders come down to here, and then you take the chest and you go, soup.
Yep, like Iron Man. Just like Iron Man.
Don't spoil it. Haven't seen it.
No spoilers.
That's on me, I know. All right, so now you just do a little slide on through, and you'll see how miserable this is.
well, you have a hat on too.
The hat's not the problem.
Oh, that's also true.
Oh, the glasses are gonna be.
Nope, you're already causing problems.
I hope. It's really not elegant.
No,
Can you imagine a bunch of clones doing this before every battle?
I can see it. I've seen it. We are clones.
That's true.
That
So
wasn't
you can
as
see with the turn this way.
that was a little less painless
This way.
than
No,
I expected it to be.
Here.
Quick.
Stop. Do a zoom.
Do a zoom, boy. Wait.
Stop. Right
That way.
there.
There you go.
Can you see this? I can't tell if you can see this.
They can see it.
What is it?
Look at that. That's where the issue comes in.
Oh,
where
the
you-
cracks.
crack.
Oh.
That's
That's a
I
big
mean,
one,
that's
too.
a big one.
That's a.
Have you
really big
reinforced it, or are you just leaving it?
That's just that's a Levy crack.
Oh.
There it is. It hurts.
one. No, for sure. But you know what? I'm not a part of the 501st anymore, so I wear this once in a blue moon. We left on mutual terms.
Moving on. So are you buckled in? So now what we do is we kind of hide.
We hide
here.
our feelings. We hide our sadness.
Here we go. We can hide the Velcro. Kind of hide
Oh,
the
the
seam.
Velcro,
It
yeah.
lines up perfectly on both sides.
You can also hide your sadness. I'm in an
Right there.
ABS plastic case of
Yep.
emotions.
So now, I mean, now he's kind of got.
Dude, look at this also. Okay, so I want to point something else out.
Now, this has a little bit to do with height, and I'm blessed to be
Yep.
a pretty even 6.
I'm 5'9". I make it work.
And you're able to
dude.
do it. That's what I'm saying. So there's something really important in the animated characters. Now, realistic, can you go back to 2? I like this one. So realistic clones, the chest actually comes down and it meets the belt. However, animated clones don't do that. There's a gap here. So you see how on the sides of my torso, there's a gap. That gives you a much more animated and slim look.
Yeah.
A lot of times people will make really rude comments about people who wear clone armor being fat. That's not the case. Most of the times they're not fat. It's just the armor's so big that it looks unproportional.
Well, not only that, but it's just you're going from animated to where, like Kevin said it when we had him on the podcast, of making something animated into a lifelike being that's never been done.
Proportions just don't translate.
Yeah.
So what you got to do to help it along is really follow as much as you can to make this thing slim, slender, or at least have the right proportions. So wearing your belt down low, that is going to be a huge key. I see so many clones that wear their belts like 3 inches higher than needed.
Way too high.
So make your suspenders longer so that your thing sits lower on your waist. Because right now,
I mean, it's a little tricky between certain people.
Sure.
Because if I wear it too low, it hits my thighs.
and then trim down your thighs.
So it doesn't always work that way.
That's my suggestion. But just make sure you have a little bit of a gap because that's going to look way better.
Looks much
I mean,
better.
look at how cool I look around the back too. I look cool. It's a good look. Okay. Next, let's do shoulders. The shoulders are fun. Another thing about the shoulders. So I see a lot of shoulders done wrong. There's a lot of times people wear the biceps because these biceps are big. Now I cut these down way down
Yeah.
to fit so that they look pretty standard on my biceps. They're normally like huge.
Continue.
So what you want to make sure you do is that if you're not trimming down your bicep, at least wear it low enough to where it's right. I see a lot of them that are super high. And then what happens is when you put your shoulder on, it almost engulfs the entire bicep. And it's not a good look. And it's something that's such an easy fix. So, Greg.
What I normally do, easiest way to do it, I'm going to borrow your mic again. Sorry, I'm crossing.
No, Taylor, you're doing a killer job.
So it's easy to go to the very top. You
Boom.
can see right here.
You might have to re-narrate it for me.
Oh, yeah. It's easy to go to the very top.
And then just push the
Push
Velcro
it down.
in.
Boom. That is a little bit high.
A little bit high.
You normally want it to touch, and that's okay. Like you want to make sure it touches. I'm normally like go a centimeter over my bicep.
This is different than mine.
Well, my Velcro is lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is. So you want it to like just barely go over the bicep. I love that because when I'm moving around,
It pops
look,
out.
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't.
Pops out.
It's perfect.
Same this
The
side.
other one, same thing. And then have a buddy. Use it. It's so fine to use a buddy to make sure that you're symmetrical. So if you cut to camera 3, I think it's camera 3. Yeah, you're gonna want to be at least mostly symmetrical. This looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yep.
Next up is the pauldron. Now let me step over and get it.
This is the trickiest piece, especially when building, is because you got to learn how to attach it.
So I took a couple shortcuts I want to share. You know me and shortcuts.
Yeah.
I
At least it was
couldn't get the top of the pauldron, the panels, to sit flush against the plastic, and
Okay.
it was bugging me. So I said, you know what? If I do Velcro, not only is it easier
That's right, I remember this conversation.
to attach, but I realized I could change out the colors.
Yep.
We do a lot of breast cancer awareness stuff, and so I wanted to be able to switch it out with like a pink pauldron. So
What you've done, haven't you?
which I've done. So boom, the panels all lift up. And that was pretty cool. Another thing I did, which I'm the only animated Rex who's done this, I created my own ammo pack out of leather because I really didn't like the look. Now, it looks fine. It looks like the show. But I didn't like the look of the animated boxes that were supplied. They just kind of didn't have
Which
a
is
lot.
not recommended. For if you're going for file first approval, it's not recommended
Sure,
to do the
it's
leather.
rare that you can get approved with something. I just worked really hard to make sure it was accurate. So this is extremely accurate, down to the size. And all it is, it's got a little more detailing than the animated.
It's got a little bit of texture because of the leather.
Oh, I love it. Here, let me walk it up into a camera. Don't get too close because the buttons are a little crooked now.
Now I've seen people try to do you're too far. I've seen people try to do the leather on the Pauldron as well. Like
oh, that's not a good look.
No, it doesn't look good. It's too
And
flimsy.
Even the whole Pauldron being leather.
It's too flimsy.
Don't do
when
that.
you try to do the blue, it doesn't come out right.
I would completely agree. It's too flat. So Captain Rex's Pauldron is like one of the most noticeable pieces of his armor. And so what we recommend is stick to the script. Don't make some changes. But if you do make changes, aesthetically is fine. Add a little something. You pop that up. See how I've got a bunch of random Velcro. And make sure.
A lot of people use magnets as well.
Yeah.
There's really no specific way of doing it.
I had Velcro. I did not want to order magnets.
I mean, magnets are hard too because you have to find out, because it sits up, you have to find out where it meets, where it's going to, attach. And so Velcro is a good way to do it. That's usually what I recommend. Actually, the way to attach this side piece, I see you hot glued it. This is what I was talking about, the hot glue.
No, so I CA glued it, and then I used hot glue to add as a pad.
Okay.
So it's got a little bit of a
So that
curve and a
worked for
bend.
you. What actually is recommended
Teach
by Kevin.
Recommended.
There is slots in here for magnets.
Oh.
For the rare earth magnets.
That's what those slots were for.
Yes. It does
Roger
come
that.
it does come in a problem when you bump into things. If you bump into it hard enough.
Not only that, but what if you walk under a giant magnet?
Oh, then you're
losing half your armor.
you're just gonna take your head with you. It's gonna go. Whoosh.
Dude, Taylor is just chilling.
I
you
like
doing, man?
this episode. I just,
Forearms. Forearm me.
Oh,
Next up is forearms. Just as everything else, man, there's not much to it. Here's the one thing. Comm pads are every clone's pain in the butt.
so trial and error.
Major.
When we first did that, when I first, Lisa taught you, somebody, you can see how beat up it is. I mean, it's not beat up.
It's come on and off 14 million times.
Yeah.
I've re-glued it.
So a lot of times people try to make it seamless where you use the body filler.
This side is great.
You try to make it where like it's just part of the armor. And mine looked like that too. Oh man, my first costume Boost was like that too. So what I've learned to do over the years, I actually learned from somebody, I forgot who it was now. I think his name was Daniel something.
Daniel Logan.
No.
He'll be at Comic-Con Uruguay in Uruguay.
So the forearms,
I need my gloves first. I just realized that too.
yeah, you need gloves first.
Keep
The
talking.
forearms,
I'll get the gloves.
So what it is, that didn't sound good. Right here, what you can do, instead of making it and gluing this and making it seamless, I can't even, whatever. You're making so much noise. Like I'm picking your glue off as we speak. Like,
What are you doing?
nothing.
Do not do.
So what I've done is I've usually do now, instead of making seamless and gluing that, I'll do EVA foam inside of the compad.
Bingo. That's it right there.
EVA foam will flex because where it breaks is if you glue it directly to the armor, the compad at least, when you flex it to put it on, it flexes and the glue's not going to flex that well. So I'll put the EVA foam on underneath the compad and glue the EVA foam directly to where it's supposed to sit. As flush as possible. You're gonna have a tiny gap, but if somebody's that close to like really point it out, just smack them in the face
honestly,
with your forearm, no problem.
That would be my
So
suggestion.
the EVA foam is gonna flex as you put it on, which is gonna prevent it from looking as ugly as ours do now.
That's the 501st approved method, is to just, if somebody gets too close, just
Smack
give them a
'em.
little forearm.
501st like battalion.
They
you
actually recommend that.
The old Rex.
Charitably, though.
The old Rexin forearm.
So additionally, if you don't use the right kind of Velcro and do this the correct way,
you're gonna learn.
well, and after a long time, your armor just wears, and it
Yeah.
wears in different ways. And a problem I've had is that, watch, the minute I move, what camera is it? Okay, here we
Well,
go.
honestly,
You're on
after a
3.
while though, your Velcro just
Sure.
Sorry, you're on 1.
So create an environment for yourself that makes it easy to replace the Velcro.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. I like CA glued my Velcro on.
Yeah.
You got to find better ways, and that's going to be kind of up
Well, a
to
lot
you.
of the ones what I recommend now is there's actually industrial strength low profile. It's from the Velcro brand.
Yeah.
But it is industrial strength and it's low profile.
That's
so
the
one, it
move.
doesn't make a lot of people use the regular Velcro and it'll pop off. You'll see like a little bump because it's thick. If you use the low profile, it's actually pretty flush. And then it's the industrial strength backing as well as the hooks and thing.
So there you go. There's your answer. All right, next step. Now I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you a little bit about weapons. So weapons in the 501st are not necessary. You don't need them to be approved.
Correct.
So, gloves have Velcro on the back. Slap some Velcro on it. It's that easy. There's nothing. What camera? I am so befuddled. So, guns aren't necessary to get 501st approval.
Correct.
Rex has pistols. They're very iconic. However, in true me being me fashion,
Michael fashion.
I wasn't in love with the size of animated pistols.
They're ginormous.
They're ginormous. They're huge. They're about this big.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating.
They're about double to triple that size.
They really are, and they go up this. They're huge, and you can tell by the holsters that they're really big. So what I did was inside my animated holsters, I have realistic holsters. I went and bought a couple of DC-17 blaster pistols.
Yep.
That were realistic. So this is a realistic clone. So the difference, it's a movie style clone rather than the TV show style clone.
It's just mainly the details.
Also, look at that trigger control.
Yeah.
That trigger
Trigger
safety
discipline, man. People need to learn trigger discipline.
They do.
So bad. So bad.
So what I have is realistic holsters inside my animated holsters that. Where'd my other one go?
He's playing with it.
That very, very lovingly cradle my animated.
And yours
pistols.
is like, you have it like foam cutouts.
I do. I've got foam in there so that it doesn't bang up my guns.
They just sit there.
It's snug. I can do a full sprint and I'm fine.
Well, I mean, the rest will fall off.
The rest will fall off. And because I don't have magnets, I'm fine. Okay, so we are fully suited up. The last thing is the helmet. This is the most exciting part.
You gotta take your dad hat off.
I'm gonna.
Best grandma ever.
So these helmets are a little miniature torture chamber. So we've talked about this a little bit on the show. Look at that hole. That's not big
Tiny.
enough for a human head. So what Kevin brilliantly thought to do was, hey, I'm going to create a clamshell with magnets that allows that helmet to split. Your head goes in, seals up around it.
Do it sideways so we can see it in action.
I
I mean when you actually put it on.
Oh, okay. So it's amazing. However, because there's now no air ventilation down there, you fog up instantly. So what we do, and you won't really be able to see it, is we've got fans installed in there.
There's fans in there. There's also,
You can kind of see it in that
go to
one.
your mic. A lot of the times, people will cut out the teeth. Hey, did you cut yours out?
I did cut mine out.
So you'll cut out, there's the grill right here. The frown is more popular known. You will trim it out so it actually kind of prevents or creates some airflow. You can breathe out of it instead of fogging up your visor. It goes out the little holes.
Additionally, I have a cycling liner
right.
in my helmet, and that was something I just through trial and error
So
discovered.
you've a smaller head.
Comfort.
It doesn't work for everybody.
Oh, really?
I tried mine. It was too snug. It was uncomfortable stuff.
Interesting.
I got a big
So I have a
belly.
small enough head to be able to have a cycling liner, and what is just so amazing about that is it just cradles the head.
Yeah.
I love
What
it.
is in yours?
Yeah. It's yeah.
What?
Are you going to camera 3?
You're a little tall, but
Slow. Yeah. You're good.
Am I in?
Yeah,
Yep.
you're good. And just kind of with the magnets there, it kind of just snaps into place, and you'll see it. Go to the other side. There we go. So you see it's there. So if he looks down, it's kind of it allows room for the neck to kind of pop off, and then with the magnets and there's elastic band to kind of snap it back in place.
It's so loud when you do that.
Sorry, it just pops back in place. Yeah, that's Captain Rex. Look.
oh, I can't even.
got it right
I can't
here.
even steal a gun.
I got 2 mics now.
There we go.
I'm gonna get double. Oh dear Lord! Wow, that was eventful, man. Don't know, no. Hey, do the blaster crossing like my T-shirt because I know you hate it.
You can't. That's the thing. You really can't blaster cross in this armor. Let me show you. Tailor gun.
I'm gonna. Look how like. It's like uneven. Look.
You just can't.
You have to force it. Like you have to force it. Like I have to force it. You've done a picture, and I I was there, and I was like, "Go take the picture." Look, he's like, I can't move now. All right, here we're gonna move the mic. All right. Camera, mic's right here. Can you talk? How do you feel, Michael?
I feel like I'm about to take on I'm ready to take on the whole empire myself.
Oh, well, don't do that.
That's an original trilogy.
I know what it. No, that. I mean, yes, but it's also like a Family Guy Star Wars, so I've seen it.
Wow. That is a trap in there.
So Taylor,
Hi.
how was that experience for you?
That was great. I've watched him suit up.
Nope.
Countless
This is the
times.
first time. You've never seen it before.
I've never seen him. I've never seen him suit up as Rex before until now.
Thank you for that.
You guys, that was really fun. Let me actually check the time real quick. I want to see how long that took us.
Not long.
That is a 30-minute suit up. That was killer.
That was long. Is it killing you?
I'm feeling good. You know what? I think we should take advantage of this rare time I'm suited up and go out and film a couple videos
Let's do it.
before, right?
I mean,
Let's do it. I'm excited.
I guess I'll pause the movie if I have to.
Oh man.
You guys, thanks so much for watching. This was our armor suit up. Please feel free to leave some comments down below. I know a lot of you are requesting this sort of thing. We'll try to do more stuff like this. We'd like to get Taylor suited up in shore, and then we'll suit up Greg as well just to make him
Same
do
thing.
it. It's the same thing, but it just will be Greg and not me. Please continue to review. We've actually gotten some more reviews on
Yes.
the podcast app. I just had to beg people. Like
Somebody asked for us to show more love for Boba Fett. It won't happen, but I'm just letting you know. That we commented it.
I just want you to know you've been heard. It won't happen. But the reviews, seriously. So what we're doing here is, it's what, 10 o'clock on a Thursday night, and we are
You're right.
And we are like, you're gonna figure it out. There it is. What Greg is doing here is it's a Thursday night and it's 10 o'clock, and we are doing this thing because I don't know. We think that it might have some legs, and we really enjoy doing it. And so
I got legs.
when you guys review what we do, it literally fuels us. It's unhealthy how much it fuels us.
I love it.
It makes us so happy.
Except for the Boba Fett.
It makes us get lost in dabs.
Honestly, sometimes we dab so much we pass out because we are so thrilled that you guys like what we're doing. So thank you so much for the comments, the reviews. It's gross how much it means to us. Keep them coming. Until next time, I'm still me. And this has been a weird episode of the Rexin Around Show. I guess we'll see you guys soon. Getting all sorts of shivers up in here.
Stop.
Dab, 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 dab.